ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles start a 6-game homestand, beginning with a 3-game series starting tonight. Game 1 against the Washington Nationals here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That works for me. My mic stand is broken. I don't think I'm ever going to get it where I want it to be. All right. That feels better. Folks, we're back home after an off day. We had a 9-game West Coast road trip that had its peaks and valleys, let's say. Ending with a valley, ending with a very, very, very deep valley. A terrible, terrible ending to the series against the Angels. Not only did that loss happen, it also meant we lost that series. It also meant that our road trip was a losing record. And it was also the second such loss we experienced in the Los Angeles area. We played 6 straight games in LA, 3 against the Dodgers, 3 against the Angels. The first of those was probably the worst loss of the season, and the last one of those topped it, in my humble view, for the worst loss of the season. How do I know the last game we played was the worst loss of the season? Well, I went back and listened to me call the final play, and I think that's a first in channel history, where I pretty much just ended the call by dropping an F-bomb as the team just collapsed before our very eyes. It was demoralizing. It was painful. It just sort of speaks to the way this team has been looking too often here over the past couple of seasons. And we just don't want to see this team play like this. This team doesn't have to figure out overnight how to play like the Dodgers or even, I don't know, the current Braves or, one of the better teams around in baseball. But, we're not going to be a playoff team playing like we did in that series against the Angels. I'll tell you that. That should have been a series we should have won. And just, you can point to so many different things as to, all the reasons. It's usually not just one thing. That game in Toronto about, 3-4 weeks ago, the Ernie Clement running around gunner out of the base path, in my humble view, kind of broke a rule there, should have been automatically out. I feel like that play had a direct result in the outcome of the ball game. I don't know if you can say that about any one play with any of these other tough losses we've had this season, but you can certainly point to a handful of things, and whether it be the manager or a certain player or just the team and as a unit, the blame game is certainly there for a lot of guys. Anyway, I have to acknowledge that before we move forward. I can't pretend like that didn't happen, but I do want to move forward. I do want to see this team figure something out here before the All-Star break. We've got 12 of the final 15 games, I believe, leading into the All-Star break at home. 6 games and then a 3-game series, I think, in Cincinnati, and then back for 6 more home games. And by the way, it looks like we're going to have just one representative at the All-Star game this season. Nobody's going to be voted in, and I would assume that we're just going to get our sort of customary or allotted one rep sort of player. And somebody pointed out, I saw that that might be Brandon Young out of everybody. Maybe he is most deserving. But anyway, a positive thing about not having a whole lot of Orioles involved in the All-Star break is that this entire team, for the save for one player, and this is coming off a 6-game homestand leading into the All-Star break. If they're going to try to make a second half charge here, then they will certainly have an opportunity to recharge the batteries. Maybe even have a team meeting or something before we start playing post All-Star break. And of course, once we get to there, a couple of weeks from now, then the hot stove of the trade deadline is happening for those couple of weeks or so. I just found out actually this season, for whatever reason, the trade deadline is not until I think the 2nd or 3rd of August. It's always historically, to my knowledge, been basically the final day of July, maybe midnight going into August or something. But for whatever reason, it's a few extra days until the actual deadline, a couple of days into August. Just passing that along in case you didn't know. I just found that out like within the past 24 hours. Right. Let's talk about the pitching matchup and the starting lineups for this first game against the Nationals here. This is the second series. We played 3 in D.C., dropped 2 out of 3 there. We're going to want to win this series. 2 out of 3, and that'll even up the season series. A sweep, and then we can maybe start building towards something. Like, I don't know, winning 4 in a row? That would be a step. Anyway, it's Trevor Rogers on the mound, folks, and if you saw Rogers' last start, you should be feeling pretty good about things because he went out and played the Dodgers and pitched 7 innings of shutout, one-hit baseball. He faced the best team in baseball, and he shut them down. It was 2025 Rogers on full display. And if he can harness whatever that was, whatever he figured out, obviously his fastball and changeup, his 2 primary pitches were on point, both command and delivery. Batters looking fooled, batters looking like they don't know what is coming until it's too late. Made the Dodgers look pretty bad. I believe they had 1 hit off of Rogers' fastball. And, we're hoping that Trevor has tapped back into whatever it is that works for him. Again, I compared him to Brett Saberhagen. I probably will continue to. There are pitchers out there, folks, that if they show you a long enough sample size of being very, very good, I'm talking about pitchers here. If they go out there and show you that they're dominant, that they can pitch to a sub-2 ERA over the course of like 19 straight starts, then if a pitcher like that hits a bump, you need to have some faith in that pitcher that they're one of those types of pitchers that go through these streaks of being very, very good, and then they lose that touch, but then it does come back, right? And then it might go away again, but then it comes back again. And in my view, when you're good, the good version of you is as good as Trevor Rogers' good version is, which is to say elite, I think you need to just... Oh, by the way, I'm seeing that there is a moment of silence being observed here at the ballpark in memory of those who lost their lives in the earthquake in Venezuela. That is absolutely horrific. I'm seeing the numbers of people who have lost their lives to that event growing every time I open up a news headline. So, yeah, thoughts go out to the people of Venezuela. We have guys like Albert Suarez. He's a Venezuelan. I'm sure it's weighing heavily on his mind. Former Oriole that we still love and maybe one day can have a little reunion with us. Anthony Santander, also a Venezuelan. So, yeah, just tragic stuff there. Yeah, to get back to talking about the game here tonight, Trevor Rogers again. To make a long story short, I think this is a guy that, we'll see how the rest of the season goes. To me, if he goes on another long streak of pitching well again, I'm putting him in that category of a guy that just like, you want to keep this guy around and just, absorb those months or full year of maybe being a mediocre pitcher, because when he's on, he's dominant, and you don't want to let a guy like that go. But anyway, I've talked too much about it. I better hurry up, get through this pregame stuff. Trevor Rogers' record coming into this game tonight is 4-7. The ERA is still not very attractive, 5.30. A 1.36 whip. He's gone 73 innings now, giving up 75 hits, struck out 54 to 24 walks, 9 home run balls. Meanwhile, on the mound for the Nationals, a left-hander by the name of Andrew Alvarez, a record of just 1-0, a 3.34 ERA and 1.39 whip over just 32 1/3 innings. 33 hits, 37 strikeouts to 12 walks, and he's given up 2 home run balls. Only 2 over 32 innings. That's 1 per 16. That's basically every other 9 innings, not even every other start, probably every 3 starts that works out to. He might give up a home run. Maybe not the best way to score off of him, but pretty small sample size. Here's the Nationals lineup, and the Nationals offense this season has been fantastic. They're coming in with a 500 record, 41-41 on the season, and they have a very good record on the road, 24-16, which means they have the flip-flop record at home. So this is by no means just like this should be a winning. No, we're going to have to play very well, I think, to take 2 out of 3 here, particularly from the pitching staff. So the Nationals lineup looks like this. Leading off and playing in right field is James Wood, Curtis Mead, the Australian, playing third base. He's batting second. Andres Chaparro, first baseman, hitting third. C.J. Abrams is the cleanup hitter and shortstop. Dylan Cruz is in left field batting sixth. No, fifth. I was right the first time. I'm sorry. Dalen Lyle is batting sixth. He is the DH. Jacob Young in center field will bat seventh. Nasim Nunez, the second baseman, hitting eighth. And Keibert Ruiz will bat ninth and do the catching. For the Orioles, Taylor Ward will lead off and play left field. Gunnar Henderson is at shortstop batting second. Pete Alonso at first will hit third. Kobe Mayo will DH tonight. He's the cleanup hitter. A lefty on the mound. He's going to get a chance to be in a very important RBI spot. Tyler O'Neill will bat 5th and play right field. Samuel Basayo is doing the catching and batting 6th. Leody Taveras hits 7th and plays center field. Jackson Holliday's back in the lineup for the first time since we played the Dodgers. He's in starting lineup. We did see him in a pinch hitting role in that final game, right, in L.A. Against the Angels. First time starting, though, in several games for Holliday, batting 8th at second base, and Blaze Alexander, who, for whatever reason, is batting 9th. I just feel like he should stick him close to the top of the lineup and move everybody else down a spot, and this lineup would look a little more appropriate to me. But Blaze will bat 9th and play third base. All right. What else is there? Temperature at the ballpark right now, 81 degrees. I'm showing a little icon that shows cloudy skies with a little thunder lightning bolt icon there, so perhaps some scattered showers or thunderstorms in the area. I have not seen anything about a potential weather problem tonight. Maybe there's a little shower in here, but nothing that might have the game canceled or resumed at a later date or whatever. Alex Tosi is the home plate umpire tonight. Pori Blazer at first. Jansen Visconti at second. And James Jean at third. Again, I just like to read those umpire names, and if one I remember that made me upset at some point earlier, I just want to know if any of those guys are involved, but none of these names ring a bell in terms of pissing me off, so we'll be fine. The Orioles come in tonight with a record of 38-44, 6 games under 500, 11 out of the division lead, and what is it, like 2.5 or something out? I don't even look at the wild card. I don't know. We're behind in the wild card. If it's still the Blue Jays in that third wild card spot, we are, what is it, 2.5 games behind them. So, 1.5. 9.5. Yeah, 1.5 behind Toronto. 2 back in the loss column. So maybe we're not that far behind a wild card spot. I don't know, but we got to play better. I know that. Again, we got 12 out of 15 at home. Over the next 15 games, 10-5. I've been talking about going 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3. Well, 10-5 is a 2 out of 3 pace. So I want to go 10-5 down the stretch. If we do, that puts us at 48-49. Is that right? 10-5. Yeah, 38-44. That would be 48-49. We're 1 game under at the break. If we can go 10-5 up until the break. You got 12 at home. Think we can do it. What are the teams? What are the teams, you ask? Let's talk about all 5 teams we have here leading into the All-Star break. Nationals now, the White Sox for the back end of this homestand, a trip to Cincinnati, and then back home for 3 against the Cubs and then 3 against the Royals. Who's the best team out of this bunch? Is it the Cubs? I think we got, if this team has any real desire to play in October, give me a 10-5 record into the All-Star break, okay? Is that asking too much, Charm City chat? I hope not. I don't like to be greedy. I like to, I can't remember. I was saying the other day, like, if we make this postseason on the last day as the last wild card team, I'm fine. I am fine. Any way I can get in. But we got to start winning some games, folks. All right. First pitch is moments away. Folks, might I remind you to please sync up with me if you're watching along on a device of some sort, get ready to pause your game after the first pitch, okay? Because you are likely going to be ahead of me. The way we can sync up is after you pause, you wait for me to catch up and call that first pitch. And when I've done that, you unpause, and now we're all synced up. I'm calling it just like you're seeing it. I do see cloudy skies here in Baltimore. There's a nice shot of the exterior of the ballpark and the skyline. Looks like a pretty decent crowd here, at least in the areas behind the plate, upper and lower deck. All right, here's a little panorama view. All right, by the way, it's also a City Connect night. The Orioles wearing their City Connects. Trevor Rogers is taking his final warm-up pitches on the main mound right now. Charm City chat. Let's see how many people I can say hello to before first pitch. By the way, please hit that like button if you haven't already. Chow is here. Gary, George, Michael, Daniel, Carl, Anita. And these are all the same names. DeSoto, Brian, Chuck. Did I say George? Edward? I've already forgotten who I've said now. Isaac is here. Christina, Walter, 411 Shirley. Folks, we're about ready for first pitch. James Wood in the box. Shante is here. Phantom, Loretta. All right, I'm pretty much Christopher. Okay, here we go, folks. First pitch is fouled behind the plate for strike one. We are underway. Game one of the homestand and against these Nationals. James Wood is hitting .260. Very, very talented young player. And this pitch has popped up behind second. Gunner on the outfield grass will make the catch. And that is the kind of start that the good Trevor Rogers you'd expect. Just two pitches, and you induce a little weak pop-up out of a very good hitter. That is a good sign. Here is Curtis Mead, former Ray prospect. He looks at ball one, a little bit inside. Mead hitting .223. And Rogers misses inside again, 2-0. Fastball just missing. 14 homers on the season for Mead, 39 driven in. And this one, not close. It goes to the backstop. 3-0 the count. Well, now I'm a little concerned. Rogers falling behind 3-0. Nationals are wearing their dark blue jersey tops with gray pants. And if you're wearing high socks, they're red, which Mead is wearing. He looks at a strike, 3-1 the count. And this ball's popped up on 3-1. Another one just into the outfield. This time Holiday will make an over-the-shoulder catch. And that's two weak hit balls induced by Rogers to begin the ball game. 7 pitches in. Here's Andres Chaparro, and this number 3 hitter is batting just 184. But I guess it's limited duty here. No homers, 5 RBI on the season. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Another fastball from Rogers. Another swing and a miss on another fastball. That one just out of the zone, up and away, but enticing for Chaparro. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. How about 3 fastballs? Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I think we still have the good Rogers.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, I got a button just for the occasion.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day. Folks!
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Oh, I love that sound.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Folks! I forgot to switch over here. There. I did it now. Hey, folks, guess what? The odometer yesterday read 5130. Since then, 2 people unsubscribed to knock it down to 5128. So we're going to need a couple of subscribers out there to hit that button and get in here. Let's get that odometer back to 5130 and maybe with a good night, 5140. We have just over 90 people here, and little more than half of you have not hit that like button as well. Please go ahead and get that out of the way if you don't mind. Greatly appreciated. All right. Oh, by the way, Adley Rutschman, I didn't have time to mention this in the pregame, but Rutschman is eligible today to get off that concussion list, but the Orioles did not activate him. He was, however, having a full work day, including batting practice and chucking the ball around. So things are looking good for Adley to return very soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday would make sense with Sammy catching tomorrow and then a day game after a night game. You bring Adley back. We'll see. Do we still have Chadwick Trump on this roster? All right, folks. First pitch to Taylor Ward from Andrew Alvarez is a slider that hits the knees on the inside corner for a strike. Ward hitting .257 with 5 homers and 22 driven in. Takes low for ball 1. 1-1 on Taylor. Taylor. Here's a big breaking ball that just hit the top of the zone. The umpire gave up on it, but Ruiz, the catcher, challenges, and I think the Nats are going to win this. And they have. Folks, I got to tell you, when I was a young man watching baseball, you would never intentionally throw a curve high to land at the top of the zone for fear of somebody uppercutting it 500 feet to the opposite direction. But it seems to be a pitch that's grown with more frequency and use, I've noticed. Because hitters, I guess, just give up on it, and sometimes the umpire gives up on it too. 2-2 the count on Ward. And that curveball missing low and in. Gunner waiting on deck. Full count payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. A backdoor slider. And Ward swung at a pitch that if he hadn't would have just hit the black. Tough pitch. Ward strikes out. 1 down in the bottom of the first. Here's Gunner. And first pitch here is pretty close, but no challenge by the Nats. It's ball 1 to Gunner. 16 homers and 39 driven in for Henderson. Swing and a miss on a sinker. Early doors, but Alvarez seems to be hitting the spots. Everything's right on the edge. 1-1 pitch. That one drops all the way to the dirt. Curveball. 2-1 the count to Gunnar Henderson. Folks, hey, we got Anita and we've got Mods. Did that game in Anaheim break the? I mean, I'm. It's really going to be tough if a heavy chunk of regular bird watchers out there have just said enough. I've seen enough after the other day. By the way, Keibert Ruiz has an issue where he is currently standing but bent over at the waist with the trainer and manager trying to talk to him about what happened here. The ball bouncing in the dirt. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, don't show that again. Oh, that ball in the dirt, that curveball, that bounced up and got Ruiz right in the spot you don't want to get hit with anything. He has a smile on his face right now. Folks, when it comes to nut shots, I don't care if it's the opposition, give them all the time they need to recover. Nobody wants a nut shot. Folks, we're about ready for the next pitch. The count is 2-1 on Gunnar Henderson. Alvarez into his windup, and this one's low. Hello, Rob. Gunnar with a hitter's count. Alvarez's 3-1 pitch. Gunnar pops it up on the infield. First baseman Chaparro coming in and makes the catch. 2 away. Folks, we've hit 50 on the like count. Let's get to triple digits. We got a ways to go. Pete Alonso's up. And there's your prop bet for the night. Advertised by the Masson Network. That's the only way I know I'm watching Masson. I wait for the prop bet. Alonso looks at a slider for a strike. Polar Bear hitting .253, 18 homers, 55 driven in. So he's on pace for about a 35 homer, 104 RBI kind of a season. Which, that plus his defense, save for the final play of, or the next to last play of that loss in Anaheim. Save for that play. Been great defensively. 0-2 pitch. Ooh, that is a curveball that broke back over the outside corner for a called strike 3. Alonso frozen. And I am not happy to report that Andrew Alvarez is looking pretty good out there. Oriole hitters, I'm not going to put the blame on them just yet. Alvarez, again, I've seen every pitch. He's putting it right where he wants to. And when you can do that, advantage pitcher, right, folks? Hey, come on, you're the man. Who, me? Folks, let's see. What are the other matchups this weekend? Let's take a look at this out-of-town score. Do I have to do this every time now? They're no longer... Okay, there we go. All right, so this weekend, the Rangers are going to be in Toronto. And get this, folks, top of the first inning, the Rangers beginning the ball game with a 3-0 lead on Toronto. There's still only 1 out, and they've got 2 men on base. Again, we're only a game and a half behind the Blue Jays. We'd be a half a game behind them if we can win. And they're already down 3 here early. Let's see who they got pitching. That is Patrick Corbin getting hit around. He gave up 4 hits, and he's only gotten 1 out. What else? Tampa is hosting the Diamondbacks, and Arizona in the first inning has taken a 1-0 lead on Tampa. Good news there. And then you got the Yankees and the Red Sox, and I think we can all agree Go Boston. That series at Fenway Park. Boston currently at the plate with 2 down, runner at third. No score in the bottom of the first there. All right, folks, back to this ball game. And the first pitch from Rogers to C.J. Abrams is a little bit inside for ball 1. Abrams looks like he's going to the All-Star game. Fouls off the next pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is, oh, look at that sweeper. A slow sweep by Rogers that finds the bottom of the zone for strike 2. First one of those he's thrown tonight, and he hit it right on the bottom of the zone. And now the fastball up and away, swing and a miss, strike 3. What a combination of pitches. Oh, yeah.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
This is the good Rogers following up the good. I think we've got him back. I think he's back, folks. How long it'll last, I don't know, but it should be a while. I hope. Swing and a miss on a heater. To who got next? This is Dylan Cruz, right-handed hitting outfielder. Swing and a miss on that heater. 95 up and away at the top corner of the zone there. Folks, Trevor Rogers, come on, baby. Come on. Mow him down. The 0-2. Swing and a miss! Oh, doctor! Sit your ass down! Come on.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh,
Hit
yes.
the bricks, pal. You're done.
Extend him right now. Extend him.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Extend, extend, extend. And do not trade at the deadline. Dalen Lyle, swing and a miss. Folks, Rogers, nobody can touch that fastball. And it's not the velocity. It's everything except velocity that he's doing right. Here's a ground ball. An easy play for Alonso. Takes it to the bag unassisted, and there's 3 down here in the second. Trevor Rogers, 6 up, 6 down, 3 strikeouts, and just 19 pitches through 2 innings. Folks, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Now, come on, offense. Come on, offense, right? Don't screw around. All right. Are there any other notes before this game started I should mention besides Rutschman? Well, Michael Ciani, who was on the roster here for a couple of games, he was waived. He was DFA'd, but he cleared waivers, and he has been reassigned back to AAA Norfolk. So Ciani still in the organization. Anything else? Not really. Red Sox have taken the lead 1-0. Thank you for that update there, Edward. Good stuff. I do expect Dylan Beavers to be back at some point during this homestand. But I believe he's got some sort of bobblehead giveaway event going on tonight with the Tides. I saw some sort of promotional video about it. So maybe before the end of this series. Beavers has been on rehab assignment now for about a week. All right, folks. Bottom of the second. Let's see some offense. And we have a pretty good-looking crowd, at least from that angle. Kobe Mayo is leading it off, and first pitch from Alvarez is over the plate but low for ball one. Get it all on there, Kobe.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Folks, the 1-0. Hard hit but foul on the left side. 1-1. One thing about Mayo, even if he doesn't hit a home run, even if it's a foul ball or whatever, he does hit the ball hard on a regular basis. And he swings awfully hard as well. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. 2-1 to Mayo.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Two and 1 to Mayo. The pitch. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. Mayo's average right now at 189. Get a couple of hits tonight, and let's get back to 200. Might need 3 hits at this stage of the season to make up 11 points. Here's the 2-2 to Mayo. Here's a breaking ball. That one is popped up first base and out of reach of Chaparro, who, I got to say, didn't make, in my view, 100% effort to try and catch that foul ball. I mean, it was just a little soft pop-up. Wasn't in the air very long, but he was within a few feet of it. Could have dove. Could have ran a little harder before getting there. I don't know. What do I care? I'm glad he didn't get there. Mayo with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes, folks. And the next pitch, and that ball's popped up. This one's in center field and shallow. Coming in is that Young making the catch? Jacob Young with the catch. 1 away. Soren, I'm going to have to ask you, who's big on Mayo? I was big on Mayo like before he broke into the league. I tracking his progress as a minor leaguer and seeing some of his home run swings and just how he's built like a brick crap house. I was pretty hyped for Mayo to make his debut and try and insert himself into this team. Here's a line drive. Base hit down the left field line by Tyler O'Neill. It'll bounce up against the wall down there in the corner. O'Neill to second with a stand-up 1-out double. Folks, splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Yeah, but just to finish my thought there, Soren, I don't think anybody at this stage is sitting around going, Mayo is like, the bee's knees. Like, I know there was a while there, like, since his debut where people weren't happy with, why isn't Mayo in the lineup? Get him in the lineup more. Here's Sammy Basayo. He looks at a sinker for a strike. Folks, runner at second with 1 out. Basayo at the plate.
Sammy.
257 the average with a dozen homers. A 2-home run game out there in Anaheim. Swing and a miss. He got another sinker. He took the strike and then he swung at the ball and is now in the hole 0-2. Bouncing in there a curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, yeah, I mean, with Westberg out until next season, Mayo really does need to establish something with the remaining half season we got here. That's assuming, fingers crossed, no more setbacks for Westy, and Westy can play a healthy season. This pitch missed. It's 2-2 on Sammy, folks.
Get it all on there.
That's the wrong button. I meant to play a bugle, but it's too late now. Oh, I can hit it. Go ahead. There we go. 2-2 pitch to Basayo. Hit on the ground to second. That'll move the runner to third, but there are two down, and Sammy is thrown out as he jogs as lightly as possible down the first base line. All right. O'Neill is 90 feet away, but there are two away, and the guy who I have hailed as the king of the two-out RBI in the 2026 season, Leody Taveras, with a chance to get a two-out hit here. First pitch outside for ball one.
Come on, let's dance.
We don't have any really good infield prospects left to call up that are ready. I don't think there, Soren. Curveball, a strike, 1-1. I'm waiting for the development of Vahiva Aloy. Vahiva. It's 2-1 on Taveras, folks. The pitch. That's a strike. Fastball. 2-2 on Taveras. One more bugle. Charge it, folks. And the pitch. That one not close. Full count. Let's go. Jackson Holliday would be next. Taveras asks for time. Folks, we got 130 people here at the moment, but the likes are below 60. That means about 70 of you could help out by hitting that like button. More than half of the room. Please, thumbs up. 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball four. Leody draws a two-out walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
First and third with two down. Can we get the big two-out hit from Jackson Holliday? Holliday, the honeymoon is over after missing the first third of the season or so with an injury. He's batting 198, and man, not a good first attempt at pitch one. A curveball that wound up way out of the zone, and he tried to hold up his swing, but he couldn't. It's 0-1 on Holliday. Pitch, breaking ball, fouled away. And Holliday now going to have to work with an 0-2 count, shorten up that thing, make some contact. He got lots of speed. So just hit a little jam shot, hit a little flare, hit a little dribbler. Just make some contact, give us a chance here, buddy. Maybe you square one up by accident. I don't know. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Throw down to second base on a stolen base attempt, and the runner is out. Taveras is caught trying to steal second, and we run ourselves out of another inning. Taveras is still standing at second base, wondering if the Orioles might challenge, and the answer is no. Orioles run themselves into another out. They kill the rally with a out on the base paths. My, oh my. I mean, Holiday was in an 0-2 hole. Right? But did he work it back to like 2-2? What was the count by the time that was over? I don't know. Folks, we'll figure it out someday. We are going to the third inning now. No score in Baltimore. All right. Hey, if you're watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, give it a chance. Let's get that sub count up to 5130, the odometer. Oh, so close to rolling over. What else is shaking, folks? Who was around for that game on Wednesday to hear some of the audio clips of another YouTuber out there and some of that nonsense? That was surprisingly pretty popular in the chat the other day. That dude. I wonder what he's up to today. Chawa was here. We're up. That's a replay. All right, folks. Let's sit back and watch Trevor Rogers deal another inning. So far, it's been 6 up, 6 down. Very dominant looking. It'll be Jacob Young first up, and that is strike one to Young. Young hitting .226. And the next pitch is low and in. He'll be followed by Nasim Nunez and Keibert Ruiz, a couple of switch hitters at the bottom of the order. Here's a ground ball to Gunnar, and he will throw high. And apparently not on the bag was Alonso, as he had to jump off of it to keep that ball from sailing perhaps into the dugout or a camera well or somewhere. Gunnar with an E6. My goodness. Gunnar, that is routine, dude. That is routine. First ball hit your way on this homestand. Really? It's a leadoff error. Runner at first. Nasim Nunez takes inside for ball one. Gunnar, I got news for you, dude. You're not the guy on the cover of the video game anymore. And until further notice, you need to play better if you want to be treated like the superstar you think you are, because you ain't playing like one, dude. You're not even playing like an all-star or a half-star. Here's a ground ball. Gunnar's going to start a double play. Grounded to short. It's a 6-4-3 double play, and Gunnar erases his own error. I'm still not happy with your play, Gunnar, but I will happily take the twin killing. Well, George, it was a routine ground ball. And that's not the first routine grounder Gunnar's thrown away. Here's a ground ball to third base. Low throw. Digged out by Alonso. Blaze on that throw. And we get out of the inning, folks. Okay. Gunnar screwed up, but we got out of it with no damage. A double play, and it's still the minimum batters faced for Rogers. But I'll tell you this. The way Rogers is going, if we got into some crazy situation where the only hiccup in the box score is that error, My, oh my, oh my. There's got to be a way to do something that's going to positively affect Gunnar. I don't know what the team is doing. Clearly, they can't just be sitting there on their hands going, this is fine. This is acceptable. Gunnar's been not doing well for a very long time. Trending in the wrong direction. Come on, dude. 26 pitches through 3. Yeah, he could go a complete game tonight with the way he's going. And that's what I'm saying. If he keeps doing what he's doing, and that's the only blip on the scorecard, I'm going to be upset. I'll be upset on Rogers' behalf. I know it's a crazy small chance of that scenario even coming close to happening, but I don't know. Just Rogers looks really good so far tonight. All right, we are ready for the bottom of the third inning, folks. Jackson Holliday, who was at the plate when Tavares was caught stealing, will start over with a fresh count, and the first pitch is a strike. Alvarez comes back with another strike. This one a fastball, bottom of the zone, 0-2 on Holliday. Alexander and Ward will follow. Curveball in the dirt. The 1-2. And Holliday just got a little piece of this one. A foul ball that rolls just a couple of feet away. The 1-2 pitch. Little check swing, roller to third. This could be an infield hit. Off balance throw will be late and off the bag. Jackson Holliday with an excuse me single. And folks, that's exactly what I was talking about. That's the sort of plate approach in that 2-out RBI spot. Unfortunately, the bat was taken out of his hands because of the stolen base attempt. Caught, but that is just the kind of ball and play I'm talking about. So now Holliday is on to lead off the third. Here is Blaze Alexander hitting .305, and he fouls the first pitch off. Folks,
I do believe I'm on fire. I do believe I'm on fire.
Blaze. OPS is just under 800. Which, last I checked, was second best on the team behind only Alonso. And that's a strike. Did Blaze challenge? He did. Blaze is going to challenge the 0-1 called strike pitch, and he's right. Wow, I thought it actually did get a piece of the zone, but look, it's less than 1/10 of an inch out of the zone. What a call by Blaze, you lucky son of a gun. Less than 1/10 of an inch out of the zone on a situation you probably shouldn't challenge. But he got it. And this pitch misses inside. Alvarez reacting to looking at how close that ABS challenge was, and he's amused. Runner at first, nobody out. The 2-1 is a breaking ball slider that catches the outer edge of the zone. 2-2 the count. I hear a bugle. Come on, Blaze. Let's get a big inning started. 2-2 pitch. Line behind the plate foul off one of the advertising boards. Folks, there's nobody out in the third, and Alvarez is closing in on 50 pitches already. It's only the first trip through the lineup. And look at this lob toss to first. What was the point of that? Certainly not a pickoff move of any intended effectiveness. But we still got to count a 2-2 here on Blaze. Pitch number 48 from Alvarez coming up. And a fastball, and that is a check swing, no swing by Blaze. And folks, that might have been a strike. That one was close. Borderline up and in. Full count now. Nobody out. I would send Holiday here. Pitch. And a swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. Holiday did not take off. One away, runner still at first. Boy. That curveball, that didn't drop off the table. That was shot down the table. Man, Taylor Ward, he struck out first time. First pitch, strike here. One out, runner at first.
Taylor?
All right, the 0-1. That's a little roller up the third base line. Could be another infield hit, and the third baseman's going to put it in his pocket. Nowhere to go. Folks, 2 softly hit ground balls to the third base side in the inning have put 2 runners on base. There's 1 out in the inning, and now you've got Gunnar and Pete. The next 2 batters, come on, guys. Your main guys, do something, especially you, Gunnar. Make up for something right now. First pitch, strike to Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Pitch. Inside, not close. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's tough love, Gunnar. It's love, but I got to be tough, man. Pitch. That's low. 2-1 the count. Let's go. First and second, 1 out, no score in the bottom of the third. Gunnar with a count of 2 balls, 1 strike. Alvarez looks back at second. The pitch. Hit on the ground and right to first. Chaparro with a throw to second that will be an out. The umpire taking his time calling the middle runner out at second as the throw was a little bit inaccurate and Abrams was close to not being on the bag for it at second base. Chaparro trying to turn a 3-6-3 double play, but a throw that was high and caused Abrams to just focus more on making the catch rather than a return throw. Gives the Orioles an opportunity here with 2 down. Could have been an inning-ending double play there, but instead 2 down, first and third, and now Pete Alonso, 2 out RBI time, buddy. Come on, pitch. Line foul, left side. Come on, Pete.
A polar bear stirs.
Come on, buddy. Open up the sandwich. I'll have a polar bear sandwich. I don't care. Pitch. That one's fouled back. 0-2 on Alonso. Pete Alonso. The pitch. That one drops down for ball one. A curveball. 1-2 the count. Closing in on 60 pitches now for Alvarez. The 1-2 to Alonso. That's high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on. Kobe Mayo on deck. Here is the 2-2. And Alonso swings and misses on a pitch that broke down to the dirt. A tag applied by the catcher to complete the strikeout. 2 men are left on. Inning over. Orioles come up with nothing, and we go to the 4th, still scoreless in Baltimore. That's 2 strikeouts for Pete in his first 2 at-bats here tonight. And 4 strikeouts for Alvarez through 3 innings. Well, I think it's time for a lucky. What do you think, folks?
I mean, you know I'm a Lucky Strike man from way back, so.
That's what I'm thinking. Folks, Game 2 of this series tomorrow, I believe, is the same start time. Just double checking that. Yes, 7:05 first pitch, 6:45 p.m. The stream starts. It's going to be Brandon Young going up against a gentleman by the name of Griffin. And I got to click on his name to get okay, Foster Griffin. I should not be sleeping on this guy. Foster Griffin has a record of 8-2, 8 wins, a 3.15 ERA, and a really solid whip, 1.06. A left-hander, Foster Griffin, against Brandon Young for Game 2. Third game, Kyle Bradish against Zach Littell. Folks, look at the ducks in the Inner Harbor. If you're watching Masson, we've got some duck fun going on. All right. Top of the order for the Nationals. Rogers has faced the minimum through 3. It's James Wood at the plate. And Rogers comes in there with a first pitch strike, a cutter, to get ahead of Wood, 0-1. Uh-oh. Looks like it's that time of day again where my face is getting extra pink. Wood hits this ball fair down the right field line, past the diving glove of Alonso. It's dug out of the corner by O'Neill. Wood is on with a leadoff double. First hit off of Rogers tonight. This pitch broke and over the plate. Just a nice swing there by Wood to keep it fair, just fair. It wasn't hit very hard at all. Here is Curtis Mead. First pitch is a strike. Well, Rogers has now given up as many hits as he did in his last start. 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Mead. A fastball. Sounded like a foul tip. Folks, we got 140 people here. Keep on working on that like count if you don't mind. Tap that thumbs up and we can get to triple digits. Once we get there, I won't bring it up every 5 minutes. I promise. It's 1-2 now on Curtis Mead. Rogers trying to work around a leadoff double in a scoreless game in the top of the 4th. Here's a little half swing pop-up that's going to drop in there off the glove of Holiday, throw down to third base, gets away, but backed up as Wood able to correctly judge, or I'm not sure how far off. He had to be pretty good distance off the second base bag as that ball was dropping. Holiday was there to get a glove to it, but running with his back to the infield, just kind of stuck it out blindly, hoping for the best. And it hit off. It just hit off his mitt there. Couldn't secure it. Just hit to the perfect spot if you're a Nationals fan or player. And now Rogers is in trouble with second and third and nobody out. All right, so that I think there is an error on the play because that was not a double. There should not be a runner at second. So that should be a single and an error on the throw to third that got away. It's Chaparro at the plate. The count already 0-2. He just fouled off pitch 2 to make it an 0-2 count. Orioles playing back. Taveras on the throw. Here's a ball hit to third, and Blaze goes home, and we got him out by a mile. Oh, Blaze Alexander, perfectly executed. A ball hit right to him, and he fired a strike to Basayo, who just had to sit and wait for any potential contact from the base runner. Lays the tag down. Wow, did this batter get to second on this, or has the score bug not updated for Masson? It shouldn't be shouldn't be second and third. It should be like first and third, maybe? First and second, probably. Oh, Sammy with the tag on the neck. Is it second and third? How the hell? Okay, they just fixed it. First and second, 1 out. God, that scared me. First and second, 1 out, and a chance to get out of this. Here's C.J. Abrams. Popped up. First pitch. Gunner. Near the second base bag. Has it. 2 down. Rogers. Doing what aces do. Working around miscues or bloop hits and finding ways to get out of trouble. He is 1 out away from keeping this a scoreless game. First and second, 2 down for Dylan Cruz. Rogers still on a less than 10 pitch per inning pace right now. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. In there, outer corner for strike 2. Folks, 1 more strike for Rogers. And we get out of it. No balls, 2 strikes. First and second, 2 down. The pitch. That ball's hit to second. Holiday with a nice stop. He gets up, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Nice play by Holiday. Good throw by Blaze to nail the runner at home. And good pitching by Rogers after a tough start to the inning. Folks, the Orioles get out of the mess with no damage. We go to the bottom of the 4th. This offense had better give Rogers some support, for crying out loud. Bottom of the 4th, coming up, no score. I'm going to step away for a minute. Hit that like button and think about subscribing as well, please, folks, if you don't mind. Thanks.
Boy, Harry, you're full of energy. You look great. I hate to tell you how I feel.
I've had that bad back myself.
Also, with this cold, it just seems like it's settled in there.
That's age, friend.
I don't care what it is. It feels awful.
You smell like a drugstore.
That's right. I am a drugstore.
You're not a hypochondriac, are you?
What does that mean? Oversexed?
I'm starting to adjust. I've gotten really into running 10Ks. I garden now, and I even bought season tickets for the Orioles, since that's what guys who can't satisfy women do.
What? What? All right, offense.
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
You hear that?
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
Let's go. Kobe Mayo. First pitch curveball for a strike. All right. So middle of the order here. And there's strike two. 0-2 to Mayo. He takes his time, steps away from the box. There's old Utah Street. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Hit foul. And the count will continue with an 0-2. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Let's see if this helps. Next pitch fouled off to the right this time. I think that looks a little better. There, I'm not so pink now. See, folks, my face isn't flush. I'm not constantly drinking booze over here, I promise. I think Mayo went to go get a new bat. Waiting for his return on an 0-2 count. Here is the 0-2. Popped up. And another foul ball. Folks, closing in on 100 likes. 16 to go. For those that have done that already, thank you so much. 0-2 pitch again. Breaking ball, right center field. That one's hit into the gap. That one's going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. Mayo will take two bases here with ease. It's a leadoff double for Mayo. He continues to do well against lefty pitching. Extra base hit for the leadoff man and a scoreless ball game.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
That's right. Drive that opposite field gap, Mayo. Drive that opposite field gap. There's a lot of real estate out there. Here's Tyler O'Neill, who had a double first time up. Takes high for ball one. O'Neill. Come on, buddy.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
That ball's high, 2-0. Come on, guys. Fundamentals. Fundamentals. Let's go. Get that run in. 2-0 pitch. That one does not hit the corner. 3-0. Might have hit the corner. No challenge. 70th pitch of the night coming up here from Alvarez. And it is low for ball four. A 4-pitch walk to O'Neill, folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
We have to score this inning. Is this the pitching coach? This guy looks 17 years old. Is this the pitching coach? That guy could be my grandson. That's the pitching coach? this scrawny, 110 pounds soaking wet little kid? Who is this guy? And he's wearing a t-shirt. I thought somebody had come onto the field out of the stands. We got a Gen Zer, first Gen Z pitching coach. All right, it's going to be Basayo, guys. Here we go.
Sammy.
First and second, nobody out. Come on, Sammy. First pitch in the dirt. Ball one.
Sammy. Sammy.
Come on, Sammy. Sammy's RISP average is at 264, which isn't far off from his season average. And here's Alvarez, turns around throwing to second. And Ward is back, or Mayo. Mayo is back safe. Wake up, BW. Mayo at second, O'Neill at first. Nobody out. The 1-0 to Basayo. Hit hard, but right to the second baseman for an out. I'm not sure if Nunez caught the ball or the ball caught him. About 100 miles an hour off the bat. And a line drive out that moves up nobody for the first out of the inning. He's 30, he looks 12. Here's Leody Taveras. And up and in ball one. Taveras has not had a good start to the night. He has gotten caught stealing a base, and he's also made a bad throw from the outfield. We can make up for all that right now. 1-0 pitch is over the plate, but a hair low and so close that the Nats are challenging. Currently 2-0. They hope it'll be 1-1. And they are right. This ball does clip the bottom of the zone. About 1/3 of the ball in the zone there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Taveras. Alvarez from the belt. A look at second and the pitch. Outside. 2-1. Come on, Leody.
Come on, let's dance.
I don't know if these guys are looking younger or I'm just getting older. 2-1 pitch. Oh, that was a fat slider that Taveras gave up on out of the hand. It wound up in a very hittable spot for strike 2. Two and 2 the count. The pitch. Big breaking ball. It stays a hair up, and they're going to challenge another, but I don't think they got this one. This one does appear to be a little bit high. And no, it does just touch the corner with that big breaking ball. Damn it. That is out number 2, and I can't blame the batter Taveras for giving up on that pitch. Again, that curveball hitting the top outer corner. It looks like a wild pitch out of the hand. Next thing you know, it's a strike. It's 2 down for Holiday. And another big curve. This one just missing, low and away. My goodness, are we going to pass up another opportunity here? 2 on, nobody out. Need a hit. One and 0 the count on Holiday. First and second, 2 down. The pitch is on the outside edge. Not called a strike. We might have been helped out there. 2-0 to Holiday now. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, man. 2-0 pitch. Low ball 3. Come on. You got Blaze on deck. Take a pitch and get a walk and load him up. Get Blaze up there. 3-0 to Holiday. 80 pitches now from Alvarez. The pitch. That is called a strike. And are we going to maybe challenge? No? Okay. It looks like, God, I can't even tell with that robot close-up if that would have been a strike or not. It was that close. Holiday calling for time on a 3-1 count. Folks, where's the bugle? Say what? 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A heater, top of the zone, only 91 miles an hour, but Holiday completely missed it. It's a full count. The runners will be off on this pitch. Holiday can do something good. It gives those guys a head start. The pitch. Inside ball 4, load them up.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Bases loaded for Blaze. My goodness, can we just break this thing open? Open it up. We need the big hit. Come on.
I do believe I'm on fire.
2 down, bases loaded in a scoreless game. First pitch. Line drive to left. Base hit for Blaze. 1 run is in. Here comes another. He scores. A 2-out, 2-run single. And he is on fire. 2-0 Baltimore. Yes, sir.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
Taylor Ward is up. Wow. Almost a non-reaction from the chat. We just took a 2-0 lead. Is there some kind of delay happening here? Hello? Hello? We're up 2-0, Oriole fans. It's 0-1 on Ward. And a line drive to right. That's down for a base hit. Here comes another runner around. Throw to third. He's out there. Did the runner score at home first? You got to be kidding me. We did not just do that. Blaze did not just make the third out at third base with a runner about to touch home. Unbelievable. A gigantic mistake again. And you have to only blame Blaze for trying to go to third here. Unbelievable. We just gave a run away. We just gave it away. Unbelievable. The inning is over. The Orioles score a pair. We should be ecstatic. Let's hope with the way Rogers is going, it's not going to cost us, but my goodness. Just another, what are we doing kind of a play there. Base running awareness for this team. I tell you what, I don't know who the coach is that's handling the... I think it's Bourgeois. I don't know, but I'm not too satisfied with this team as a whole, with their base running IQ this season. It's not been good. I mean, that's the second out we've run into in the game. And that one was especially hurtful. But we do have a 2-0 lead, and we do have Rogers on the mound. Yeah, that's true. Holiday did slide home when sliding home cost him, a second probably, and that second might have. I don't know if it's automatic, fan. Are you sure it's 100%? I mean, it might still have been a bang-bang situation. I don't know. I'd have to look at that a couple of times to make that assessment, but maybe you have, and maybe you're right. We're back underway, folks. Top of the fifth inning. Let's just try and hope that that doesn't cost us. It's Lyle, the DH, leading off. And on a 1-0 pitch, Rogers gets a fastball right over the heart of the plate for strike one. Dalen Lyle, outfielder by trade, DHing here. Sinker at the knees on the outside corner for strike two. Well, I mean, if there's two guys that are involved in a mistake that led to missing out on a run, well, yeah, again, if that's your assessment, that's fine. I'll take your word for it. Again, I'd have to look at it myself to feel 100% comfortable in agreeing with you, but I trust your ability to assess it. But either way, if it's a matter of swing and a miss, by the way, strikeout to begin the inning in the top of the fifth for Rogers.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So if you're right, and it's a matter of two guys making a mistake running the bases, then that just further, underscores my point that as a team, who is coaching this stuff? And why do we keep making new mistakes or repeating old ones? It's just too many mistakes this season on the bases. Here's a ball hit just foul down the third baseline into the left field corner. It's Jacob Young at the plate with a count now of no balls and 2 strikes. In the end, with so many variables, guys,
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
I'll do the guys quickly. Just
right, Mac? I hear you, Mac. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the fifth. Rogers has an 0-2 count on Jacob Young, and the next pitch is up and away with a fastball. Hey, folks, we are 11 likes. 11 likes away from 100. And I would be so happy to get to that number. 1-2, Rogers looking to hit the outside edge, but misses by a couple of inches. We're challenging that? No, we're not. Sammy, that's definitely out. What are you... The count is 2-2, and the Orioles lose one of their 2 challenges. Here's a foul ball. I mean, first of all, you got Rogers dealing up there, even if it was a wrong call. Trust Rogers to just deal with a 2-1 count instead of a 1-2 count. This ball's hit into left center. That is trouble. That is going to get down. Wow, just off the top of the wall. Young nearly hit it out of here. And we're going to have to feel fortunate with a 1-out double. Happier with a bigger lead. Of course, goes without saying. That ball, less than a foot from just clearing the 376 marker over there in the splash zone area. So 1 out, runner at second, and now Nunez drops a bunt down, but it's foul. Yeah, I saw double all the way, Phantom. When it hit that high off the wall, I was shocked. 2-0 Orioles. We are in the top of the fifth. The Nationals at the plate. Runner at second with one out. Double play for the middle infield. And the corners are playing in on Nunez after showing that bunt. Here's a swing and a miss. 0-2. And with that count, I would assume the corner infielders will take a couple steps back. 0-2. Oh, umpire jumping out to say timeout to Nunez. Alvarez has got his arms folded and is rolling his eyes. You should be a fan, Craig. Try that one day. We've gotten that down to a science. Swing and a miss. Rogers blows Nunez away with a high heater. Sit down.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, man, he just whipped that fastball in there. Look at that. Folks, that fastball would knock a few of those milk jugs down at the carnival, I'll tell you that. Here is Keibert Ruiz, the number 9 batter, with the runner at second and 2 down. And the first pitch is ball 1. Low and in, 2-0. Missing with a sweeper there, Rogers. It's hot in South Baltimore tonight. Tell me about it there at Charm City, Tony. 2-0 pitch. Right down Broadway for a strike.
It's not my fault being the biggest and the strongest. I don't even exercise.
I forgot about that button. 2-1 pitch. Oh, that's a line drive up the middle for a base hit. It's going to score a run. A 2-out single makes it 2-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Man, don't let that run we gave away come back to hurt us, please. All right. Oh, no. Looks like the stream has taken a little bit of a lag hit. Sorry about that, folks. First pitch strike to James Wood. He doubled his last time up. 1 for 2. 2 down, runner at first. And the pitch. In there, strike 2. And again, the number 9 batter. Yeah, I know. It's just, I need to have that. I need to have those stats, Phantom. I got to figure out how to get them. 0-2 pitch. There's strike 3. Wood. Looked at strike 2. Looked at strike 3. Go look at the bench.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, Rogers is human, and he does give up a run here in the fifth. A run comes in the fifth. At the end of 4.5, folks, ball game's halfway over. The Orioles lead it 2-1. The Orioles have left 5 men on base through their first 4 innings at the plate, while the Nationals have left 3 on through 5 trips. I'd love to know, too. I just get the feeling. There can't be a team worse with batting average against or runs driven in against or whatever with the number 9 opposing hitter than us. I can't imagine. That's where the Dodgers screwed up. I told the Dodgers, hey, play Shohei in the number 9 spot. If you want him to beat us, they wouldn't listen. The Angels have fired general manager Perry Manassian. The Angels have just fired their general manager. This has just come over the wire a minute ago. So we went to Anaheim. The Angels took 2 out of 3. They ended that series as jubilant as a team in last place can be feeling. And what is the reward? GM fired now. Hey, Baltimore. Just letting people know that there's a fired GM out there. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and look at strike 1 from Alvarez, who will probably be throwing his final inning of work here with just having thrown his 87th pitch. Here's a ball hit on the ground, right to second. Nunez has it. Gunnar is out, 1 down. Too far, too far. Hey, it's Mackey 2 times. He got that name on account. He says everything twice. I got to go get the papers. Get the papers. Too far, too far. That's right. Don't beat us. You might lose your job. And wow, with 1 out, Alvarez got that first out off Gunnar. But the manager says, you're not going to go 5. I want a righty at this stage. Alonso due up. Although Basayo is after. Oh no, I forgot. They moved up Mayo and O'Neill. So they're going to the righty here. Are the Nationals? We're into their bullpen, and I will say this, and this has been talked about by some of you bird watchers out there already, and that is that the Nationals have an awful bullpen. Their bullpen is not good, and if they have to go to it now, only in the 5th inning with 1 out, basically we have more outs left in the ball game than we've already used up. We still got more than half of our 27 outs to play with here, folks, and they're already into their bullpen. And we have a lead as we hit this part of the game. So, for my money, it's time to take care of business. Offense needs to put up a proper rally here and give us a good lead. That's what I'm hoping for. Folks, let me take a look at those out-of-town scores while we wait for... Do we pinch hit Cowser for Mayo? Mayo in the DH spot? Yeah. I think I'd save him for O'Neill's spot to see if there's anybody on base. If like Alonso makes an out and then Mayo makes an out, I might even let O'Neill just, I don't know. I don't know if I want to make moves at this stage of the game with the position that we're in, because there's still time for them to turn around and bring in a lefty to get guys like Cowser out later. But I'm also going to base it on sort of the situation. If you get a couple of guys on, and then O'Neill's spot comes up with 2 men on, nobody out, I might want to go then to Cowser, if that makes sense. I don't know. I suck at giving definitive answers. Brad Lord is the new pitcher on, a right-hander for the Nats. Pete Alonso at the plate, 1 out, nobody on. He has struck out both times. Second time with a couple of men on base. And he takes a first pitch slider for ball 1.
A polar bear stirs.
All right, that odometer's back to 5130. We have now broken even since yesterday. Now we have to have a positive turnout. 1-1 the count on Alonso. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Well, here's another thing to consider when thinking about pinch hitting and later in the game. If the Nationals bullpen is as poor as I've heard, 1-2 pitch misses inside to Pete, 2-2, then I guess I'm not as, worried about matchups and just feel some confidence that no matter the lefty or righty matchup situation, that we can still get the job done. And yeah, Cowser would certainly help. Well, yeah, if Cowser takes it, where is Taveras? Yeah, I think I'd rather use Cowser for O'Neill. That way you get his defense. Hey, folks, Pete Alonso just drew a walk, a leadoff walk. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
All right. I think they're going to let Mayo hit here. I don't think they're going to pick. I don't think they should, even though I'm not confident in him doing something productive in this spot. But that's just kind of where we're at. We have a lead, and it's still quite early. Mayo will hit. Alonso at first, one down, and the pitch outside. And since O'Neill has gotten on base both times already tonight, I'm not sure if they're going to even, I don't know. I don't think we're going to see Cowser yet. Mayo pops it up, and Mayo just now starting to run. James Wood, did he catch that ball? A ball up against the wall down the right field corner, and Wood apparently caught this ball. He was pretty much out of view of the cameras. In fact, they're using a long shot to even give us the only angle to see that. Okay, here's another view. Wow, Wood caught not Wood. Right fielder. No, that is James Wood. Sorry, Wood with a really nice catch. Here is Tyler O'Neill. He is going to hit, and he is going to look at strike one. 2 down, runner at first. O'Neill with a double and a walk. And this pitch a little bit high. Looked like the Nats thought a moment about challenging it, but didn't. Folks, we've gone over 100 likes. Thanks so much to get us to triple digits.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
The 1-1, O'Neill fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Folks, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, come on, join in. We got 5,130-something fellow bird watchers. They'll tell you. It's worth it. It's free. Subscribe below. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away again. What we need is for some of these guys to just do what they tend to not do. Mayo needs to hit a righty for a change. O'Neill needs to have just a big night for a change. He's got a 2-2 count now. That pitch outside. Come on. Gunnar needs to be clutch for a change. 2-2 pitch. Lays off one outside. We got a full count, folks. Runner at first will be off on this 3-2 pitch. Basayo would be next. The 3-2. Look out. Ball 4. Pitch inside. A slider that didn't break back. And O'Neill takes a walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
That will prompt a mound visit from the 17-year-old pitcher that was in that movie Dazed and Confused, I think. All right, dude. So, here's the plan, all right? Pitch Sammy careful. Scouting report says up and away. Then go to the breaking ball on 2 strikes. Yeah, man. All right. Gnarly. Folks, Sammy's coming up.
Sammy.
Another chance for the Orioles to get on the damn board. 2 men on, 2 men down. Lord at the belt, and the pitch is low for ball 1.
Sammy.
Basayo is 0 for 2. The 1-0 pitch right down the middle. Fastball at 95, 1-1 the count. Lord has thrown more balls than strikes since coming into the game. 10 out of the zone, 7 in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Sammy fouls it away. Just missing this fastball. Keep that in mind, Sammy. If you get another one in that spot, I think you can do something with it. 1-2. The pitch. Up and away. 2-2 on Basayo. Come on, folks. Come on. Twos are wild, folks. The pitch. Basayo with a ground ball to second base, and the first thing he does is lower his head. I hate that. I just hate that. It's a ground ball to end the inning. The Orioles leave 2 more men on base, and enough with this hanging your head first thing after swinging. Like, you haven't even seen if that ball's going to get misplayed yet or something. Start running to first, and then when the play is dead, you can do all the sulking you want. I don't want any sulking. When you're not even, you're still like on your backswing and you're sulking. Folks. The Orioles have left a lot of men on base here through 5 innings, but they still have a lead going into the 6th. It's 2-1. 7 men now left on base through 5. And a run that should have scored. Not only 7 left on base, 2 outs made on the bases. So really, it's like 9 guys that have been unaccounted for. Folks. We have a lead, and yet I feel frustrated. How do I fix this? No sulking. I shouldn't sulk either, right? We have a lead. Don't sulk. Okay. Hey, let me take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Here's a full look, folks. We have a 4-4 tie in the top of the 7th between the Reds and the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Detroit all over the Astros. 8-0, top of the 7th in Detroit. Texas 5, Toronto 0, top of the 6th in Canada. Tampa now with a 3-1 lead over Arizona. That's in the bottom of the 6th in Tampa Bay, or St. Petersburg to be technical. Boston out 5-0 over the Yankees, now in the bottom of the 6th. We're tied at 1 between the Phillies and Mets in the 7th. Also 1-1 in the 6th between the Mariners and Guardians. White Sox shutting out the Royals in the bottom of the 3rd, 4-0. Top of the 4th, no score, Cubs and Brewers. 2-0 Twins over the Rockies in the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the first pitch from Rogers, and it's a called strike on the outside edge to Curtis Mead. Only other game going on right now, Marlins and Cardinals, no score going into the bottom of the 2nd. Coming up a little bit laters. Popped up by Mead on the 2nd pitch. Basayo with a look, and he's got it right up against the dugout railing of the Orioles. 1 down. Mead retired. Angels are hosting the Athletics. That's coming up in about an hour. Also, about an hour from now, it'll be the Padres and Dodgers in San Diego. And a little bit later than that, San Francisco hosting the Braves. And that's your complete look at the out-of-town scores. Here's strike one to Andres Chaparro. 1 out, nobody on. Rogers has thrown first pitch strikes to 16 of the 21 batters he has faced so far. And the 0-1 up and away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The odometer, that is the subscriber count for the channel. Change up is low, 2 balls and a strike. And the thing about the odometer is that it only rolls over every 10 new subscribers. There's always going to be a 0 at the end of that number. Next time it moves, it'll be 5140. 2-1 now on Chaparro. And a foul ball straight back behind the plate, right near the cotton candy vendor who's selling some cotton candy. Right, folks, if you're going to be a vendor at the ballpark, you're going to want to be the cotton candy vendor. You're carrying like 10 ounces of product instead of 70 pounds. This one's fouled, I think. It's a 2-2 count. I'll admit, I spaced out for a minute, daydreaming about being a cotton candy vendor at Oriole Park. Sweeper from Rogers, not a good one. It's outside and stays outside. What happened? Carl did something? Why is Carl getting the booted from the page treatment? This ball's hit to left by Chaparro. Ward with plenty of room. It's a lazy ball. He went back and now it's time to come in and make the catch. 2 down. What happened here? This appears to be perhaps a mistake by Matt. Matt? What happened, buddy? Let's get Carl back in here if we've accidentally booted him, okay? The batter is C.J. Abrams. First pitch strike. Abrams 0 for 2. And that one's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hello. Is this thing on? Outside, 2-1. Echo, echo, echo. Am I on the air? 2-1 pitch. Low and away, 3-1. He fixed it, Phantom? Thanks. Is there a delay? I should probably do a lag check. It seems like there might be a delay. 3-1 pitch. There's a strike. Full count now on Abrams. Rogers about to throw his 75th pitch of the night. He can certainly go another inning. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, he chased a cutter that broke outside. Rogers starting to walk to the third base dugout. Comically plants his foot and spins around to go the right direction. He might be a little bit pumped up. Folks, Trevor Rogers shoving again tonight. 6 innings of 1-run ball. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Orioles 2 and the Nationals 1. Yeah, Carl, please do send us a message and let us know you're back. And Matt, are you around, buddy? I'm not here to... Oh, wait a minute. Matt? That's strange. I don't see Matt in the chat at all. But he was the one whose name was there when Carl's comments were removed. Matt, are you with us? What's going on, dude? What has happened? Is there a ghost in the machine? Folks, this is getting weird. Well, I don't know what to tell you, folks. Well, let's just do a lag check for my own personal well-being or whatever. Folks, I'm going to say a number. Please type it in as soon as you hear it. That number is 6. Type in the number 6 quickly. That'll give me an idea how much time between when I speak and when you hear me speak and how much lag there might be. There's the first 6, okay? I would say that's only a couple of seconds slower than normal. That's not too bad. Thanks, guys. Just want to check. Leody Taveras will lead off, and he looks at strike one. Brad Lord is still on the mound after throwing 20 pitches in the 5th. Taveras with a weak grounder to first. A big bounce to Chaparro. He'll underhand it to Lord, covering the bag for out number 1. Taveras retired. Thanks again for that lag check, folks. If you're just now typing in a 6, then it's likely the issue is on your end. Jackson Holiday has singled. He has walked. He's reached base both times tonight. Lord kicks and deals and a swing and a miss. 92 on a fastball. Looks like a foul tip indicated by the ump. Folks. Oh, an ad interrupted the lag count. Poorly timed ad. 0-1 pitch. That one's a strike right in the middle of the plate, a sweeper. There's Carl. All right, buddy. Oh, 2 pitch. And Holiday strikes out on 3 pitches. Chasing a fastball. Letter high, 2 down. I'm getting nervous, guys. We need a couple of more runs here. This 1-run lead stuff. Here's Blaze Alexander. Hit a 2-run single to drive in the 2 runs we have. But unfortunately, a base running error cost us a 3rd run. 2 down, nobody on. The 0-1, the Blaze is low and away, 1-1.
I do believe I'm on fire.
I'm doing relatively well there, Kimman. Thank you for asking. Relatively well. 1-1 pitch. Inside out swing going foul. Two strikes on Blaze. He took a sort of a weird lunge after that swing, but doesn't appear to have hurt himself. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. The pitch from Lord is in there, called strike 3. Blaze is frozen. Inning is over. And we are going now to the late innings. The Orioles with a slim 2-1 lead as we go to the 7th. Folks, I'm going to step away for a minute. I'm going to ask you folks to please hit that like button. 150 likes tonight, I think, is the goal we're going for. We're 37 away. We got about 170 people here, give or take. We have the people to do it. Please, we have a break in the action. You have a moment to hit that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. And let's get to 150. I'll be right back, folks.
the Chesapeake Bay. He met a strange friend in the...
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? Where's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Well, folks, the tarps are off in the ballpark now, where a large group of young men are shirtless. And despite the fact we're in the middle of the summer, they all looked quite pasty. Hit up Ocean City. Get a tan. All right. We're back underway. Dylan Cruz, first pitch swinging. Hits a ground ball up the third baseline foul. Trevor Rogers on for his 7th inning of work on 75 pitches before throwing that first pitch to Cruz. Ground ball, third base. This one is fair. It got past Blaze into the corner. It's going to be a leadoff double for Cruz. That is the would-be tying run on in scoring position with nobody out for the Nats. Oh, boy. 9th double of the season for Cruz. That was a changeup, middle in. And Cruz pulled it right down the left field line. Yes, thank you, George. I'll be back in a minute. Sweeper off the plate to Lyle for ball 1. Dalen Lyle is 0 for 2. Left-handed batter. Big out number 1 we need right here. Don't want to get that tying run to third on this out. Swing and a miss, 1-1. '80th pitch coming up. And here it is. And it's on the outside for a strike. Not quite on the edge, but close. 1-2 the count. Rogers with a look at second, and the 1-2 is a sinker that drops low and away to even up the count. Warm up the griddle. Preheat oven at 425 degrees. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right. Another 2-2 is fouled off to the left. Another look at this turnout tonight. And outside of those upper deck seats in left field, looks like plenty of bodies out there. 2-2 again. Another foul ball. Lyle spoiling pitch after pitch. 7 pitches so far in a at-bat that is yet to go to a full count. Another 2-2, and wow, he got a piece of that one. That one was outside by a few inches. Reached out and fouled it off. Tyler Wells is now getting loose in the Oriole bullpen. 2-2 again, and another foul ball. My goodness. Folks, Lake Lick. No wonder you got banned, Carl. Folks, it's a pop-up on the infield. Rogers gets out of the way as Gunnar makes the catch near the mound for out number 1. A big first out. Hey, who doesn't like to lick? Am I right? Come on, folks. Folks, I like your shirt, EW. This is Scott, by the way. Hello, Scott. I like it too, hence I wear it. Hey, folks, we got a mound meeting. It's not a meeting, it's a pitching change. Rogers is going to depart with 1 out in the 7th. The Orioles warming up. I forgot already. Rogers walks off to a nice ovation, though. Folks, we got a pitching change. And that is Tyler Wells, who will now come into the ballgame. Tyler Wells comes in with an ERA of 3.25. And he's going to be asked to get 2 outs here and keep that inherited runner at second from scoring. Keep this a lead. Shouldn't be like this. We should have 2 runs up versus 1 run up is such a huge difference. It doesn't need to be said. And again, I didn't want to get to this stage of the ball game. Still looking back at that misplay on the base paths that cost us a run. Like a run literally on the board. Not one of those coulda, shoulda, mighta. No. Just not do what you did and we score. Period. I don't want that to be the thing at doing my post-game wrap-up. I don't want that to be the number one thing we're talked about. Please. Yep. Folks, you got to keep going to the same wells sometimes. So Rogers comes up short of going 7 tonight, but still very solid start. 7 strikeouts, 5 hits, no walks. ERA at the moment is under 5. And as little under 5 as you can get. 4.99. Folks. Come on, Wells, we need your best. Your best? Losers always whine about their best. Jose Tina is going to pinch hit. A left-handed bat is up as an immediate response to the pitching change. Tina pinch hitting for Jacob Young in the number 7 spot. And it's a swing and a miss on that first pitch. I'm sorry. He took for ball 1. I've lost my mind. Next pitch. There's a swing and a pop-up. Third base side. And Gunnar, just onto the lip of the outfield grass, makes the catch for the second out. 1 more out. Gets us to the 7th inning stretch with a lead. Come on. I may have made a mistake or two in my observations and calls of this game here tonight. My apologies. Another pinch hitter up now. It's Luis Garcia Jr. hitting for Nasim Nunez. 1 second baseman in for another. And Wells's first pitch is a fastball perfectly spotted on the corner at the knees, inside edge. 0-1 on Garcia Jr. Now, why would Masson show that stat? 0-1 swing and a miss on a changeup that had some nice movement going away from the left-handed batter and winding up a couple inches off the plate. It's 0-2, guys. We're 2 down. Let's get out number 3 right the frig now. Wells looks at the runner at second. The 0-2 pitch is fouled away. Folks, we've got a low-scoring affair. But, man, we've had opportunities to have twice as many on the board than we do at least. 0-2 pitch. Ball hit on the ground to Gunnar. Please, with a good throw. Gunnar with a good throw, and the inning is over. A ground ball to short. The Nats got that leadoff man to second base, and he goes nowhere. We get out of it. Folks, we are through 6.5. 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore. It has not been a relaxing, fun trip so far, but we have yet to trail in this game. We have only led, and we still do. It's 2-1, and it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Come on, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
We're having a hoedown.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
We got cakes. We got cakes. Lots and lots and lots of cakes. Man, folks, my doctor's telling me I got to quit the carbohydrates. I tell him I'm sorry. It's part of the job. I've actually got something almost pancake-like in the fridge, a leftover dessert item that I did not eat last night. A little Asian snack called roti. I don't know if you guys know what roti is. It's kind of like a crepe, you know, like a really thin eggish sort of wrap with all kinds of yummy things that you can put in there. And then you cut them up into little individual pieces. You stick one with a toothpick. You drizzle some stuff on there. It's fantastic. Taylor Ward, first pitch swinging. Here's a ball hit to second and a throw not going to be in time. Ward hit this to the perfect spot on the infield. It wasn't hit hard, but it forced the second baseman to go to the shortstop side of the bag, and by the time he got there, he had no time to get off a throw that could beat Taylor Ward. It is a infield leadoff hit, folks. Turn on that sprinkler. Come on, Gunnar. Yeah, it's like a pancakey egg crepe thing. You can put sliced strawberries in there. You can spread some Nutella in there if that's your thing. Just maybe sprinkle some powdered sugar on top if that's your thing. Banana slices. Whatever. The possibilities are endless. Grant Wolfram is up in the Oriole bullpen, folks. 0-2 the count on Gunnar. Pitch. Inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gunnar, do something. Come on. In fact, I'm probably taking too long to do this, but what the hell? Where is it? Is it not near me? 1-2 to Gunnar. Grounded foul. Oh no, the hat is not within arm's reach. Gunnar, you're going to have to do this without the hat. But the hat is calling. 1-2 the count. Oh, don't freeze. Not a game freeze. You got to be kidding me. I guess the game just froze, and it's telling me I got to go grab the hat while I wait for it to bounce back. Sorry, folks. Hang in there. My apologies, folks. I'm going to have to do a refresh on the game. It was 1-2 on Gunner, last I could see. And I'm going through the motions here now. Stand by. Depending on how long this takes, I understand if somebody wants to update everybody on how this at-bat went. Did I just see Gunner walking back to the dugout? I did. He just struck out Gunner. Gunner strikes out, folks. That's where we are. I got back just in time to find out Gunner had struck out. One away with a runner at first. It's Pete Alonso's turn.
A polar bear stirs.
First pitch to Alonso, fouled away. Gunner, could you please be clutch once? Damn it. Somebody be clutch. Right now. Well, I guess that means you, Alonso. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
A polar bear stirs.
8 pitch at bat. Folks. My goodness. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lord is up to 40 pitches now. The 1-1. That one breaks hard outside. A sweeper. 2-1 the count. Okay, folks, here we go. Now's the time. Let's make a big deal out of it and stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, the hat. The 2-1 to Alonso. Low and away, 3-1. Watch the magic happen, folks.
Do you believe in me?
Watch the magic. Here's the pitch. That's ball 4. Take your base. Nothing but positive results since the hat.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Alonso walks. Believe. Believe in the hat. Come on. Oh, that's the wrong button.
Do you believe in me?
Come on, folks. There's a mound meeting. Third mound meeting with the 17-year-old pitching coach. Folks, the Orioles lead the league in least mound meetings. First and second, 1 down, and the batter is Kobe Mayo. Now, with Lord out there, you got Mayo and O'Neill. You do have Cowser. This is when I probably would have thought about Cowser here or for O'Neill. I guess I save him for O'Neill, though, because I want that added defensive upgrade to go with it. First pitch to Mayo is fouled back, folks. Come on, Kobe. Help us out, buddy.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Help. 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 I'm begging for help. The 0-1 from Lord. He takes a long look at second. Here it is. Line drive. Base hit in the left center field. That one's down. Come on around and score. That's a run from Ward, and it's 3-1 Baltimore. RBI double for Mayo, folks. Open that sandwich. And spread the Mayo.
On a magic carpet ride.
Tyler O'Neill up, and he will hit for... this is where I'd probably go to Cowser. Second and third, one out. But O'Neill has yet to be retired tonight as he fouls back the first pitch. Right now, O'Neill has a chance with a base hit to drive in two, but he can get a run in without a hit. Just a fly ball, ground ball to the right side, perhaps. I need to look at the infield to see if they're in. They are in. Okay, so they will try to cut a runner down on the right side anyway. Third baseman's playing deep. It's an 0-1 count on O'Neill. And Lord steps off the rubber. Umpire doing what now? Indicating something to Lord. Didn't chirp at him, but indicated something. I think the umpire said no more of that, whatever he was doing. All right, we're ready for an 0-1 pitch. Here it is. That one breaks, stays up and in on a sweeper. 1-1 the count on Tyler O'Neill, folks. Where are you at, Tyler?
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
There is double barrel action in the Nats pen, a righty and a lefty up. Kent, the righty, pulling the lefty. And that slider called a strike. Ward's challenging, and I think he might lose. I think that just clipped the corner. It is a strike, and the Orioles are out of challenges. Just another rough night with those ABS challenges, folks. We're out of them. It's 1-2 on O'Neill. Got to make contact here, man. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased a rising fastball out of the zone and strikes out. I would have hit Cowser there. I would have. I promise you. I'm not saying Cowser gets it done. But I think Cowser's a better bet against a righty to, put it in play. Better speed to beat out something, hit softly somewhere. Better glove in the outfield to take over for later. That was a missed opportunity, I feel. Samuel Basayo fouls away the pitch. It's 0-1 with two down, second and third. Good grief. Come on, Sammy. Give us the big 2-out clutch hit.
Sammy.
Lord now at 50 pitches. The 0-1. Sammy lays off this one letter high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Come on, Charm City. Folks, we need to will this team to a clutch hit. They need our help. 1-1. Basayo with a big, big swing and a ball that's going deep toward the harbor, but extremely foul. That ball might have bounced to the inner harbor. Straighten that out a little bit, and you might hit the warehouse, Sammy. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Oh, he got the same rising fastball that struck out O'Neill, but he got a piece of it to foul it off, and the count's still 1-2. Second and third, 2 down. The Orioles ahead 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch and a foul ball right near the plate. We'll do it again. I don't know what kind of pitch count they're going to give this reliever. He's certainly their long man. About to throw their 55th pitch. The 1-2 again. Sammy reaches out for one, and that ball's foul up the first base line, and Sammy lucky there that it did go foul, or it would have been an easy unassisted putout at first base. Still 1-2. Sammy, by the way, hitless tonight at 0 for 3. So come on, you're due, man. You're due. You got a 250-something average. That's 1 for 4. You're due. You've seen a lot of pitches already. Come on, 1-2. Next pitch, up and away, not close. 2-2 the count. Come on, Charm City. Folks, we got well over 200 people in the room right now. I ask kindly, if you haven't hit that like button, please do so. It helps out the channel. Here's the 2-2 to Basayo. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. Folks. Yes, just in case if you're brand new, think about subscribing as well. There's a button at the bottom of your screen. We got well over 5,000 bird watchers here already. Come join us. Hit that button below. 2-2 still on Basayo. The pitch. Up and in. He lays off. Full count, folks. Full count. It is an open base at first. Lord doesn't have to give in here. You got Tavares on deck. If I'm Sammy, I'm laying off unless it's right where I want it. 3-2 pitch. Up, and that it would have been ball 4. Sammy breaks his freaking bat again. The inning is over. Sammy. You're pissing me off, kid. Grow up, dude. How is it that this team, both innings we've scored in tonight, the inning ends in an inning that we score where I'm mad? We scored 2 in the 4th. And that inning ends with Blazes out at 3rd, and I'm mad. And we get our 3rd run of the night here in the 7th, and that inning ends, and I'm mad. Something ain't right with this team, folks. Even when we are winning, we go to the top of the 8th, 3-1 Baltimore. Grow up, Sammy. Enough of that nonsense, man. It doesn't impress me. If it's supposed to, it's not. Yeah, he just snapped his bat like a twig over his... By the way, and again, for a guy that likes to perhaps overreact anytime he takes a foul ball off his leg somewhere, get the trainer out there, roll around for 3 or 4 minutes. Dude, if you're that sensitive to being hurt in that area, you mean to tell me that snapping a bat over your leg like that is pain-free? You can't have it both ways. That's for sure. I don't want to see a guy... You know, it's childish behavior. I don't know how else to put it, folks. It's childish behavior. He needs to grow up. This is the big leagues, okay? I know you got here quickly. I know you're talented up and down. I get it. But you've been here, and you're showing more childishness now than I saw during your cup of coffee last season. You're getting more childish. Doesn't make any sense. Folks, Grant Wolfram is on the mound for the Orioles. And on an 0-1 pitch to Keibert Ruiz, he pops it up, shallow right. Holiday's going to make an over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1. Folks, we are 5 outs away from winning this game, despite my grievances. Forgive me for being a little bit upset while we're winning. James Wood is up. He's 1 for 3. This is the batter Wolfram is most called upon to get out. A very dangerous left-handed hitting bat of James Wood. He's got a double tonight. 0-1 the count. And the next pitch hits the top of the zone at 97. A 97-mile-an-hour sinker there from Wolfram, getting it up there. It's 0-2. The pitch. He went around. Home plate ump points to the batter. Yes, you did, Mr. Wood. You struck out. That was a slider there from Wolfram that wound up being outside, and a great pitch there.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 down, and the batter is Curtis Mead, right-handed hitter. And there's another breaking ball, a curve from Wolfram, in there for a strike. Mead 1 for 3. Folks, the 0-1 pitch, not close, about neck high. We are 14 likes away from 150. I know we can do it. We got 200 people here. We're almost there. If we can get to 150, I will zip it about the like count for the rest of the game, I promise. Swing and a miss on a curveball. 1-2 to Mead. Bases empty, 2 down. Orioles ahead by 2. This start of this homestand where Baltimore really needs to make a statement. I mean, 4 wins minimum. Hopefully more. 2-2 pitch misses. It's a full count. Or was that a 2-1 pitch to... Or is that a 1-2 pitch that makes it 2-2? I'm sorry. I'm showing a 2-2 count. A pitch. Swing and a miss. A sinker off the plate. Mead. He reached. He could not make contact. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Folks, we are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a last chance for some insurance in a game where we certainly will be looking back on, no matter how this game goes, and say, well, we could have had a couple of more runs here. It's a 2-run ball game. It will be the bottom of the order due up for Baltimore. I mean, folks, I'm not talking out of pocket here, right? Like, just in terms of the whole, like, you can't have it both ways thing. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, you can't sit there. Now, I know apparently since a talking to, he's shown signs of improvement when it comes to, you know, being able to absorb some balls fouled off of him and what have you. But just in general, you know, I get it, he's young, but once you're in the show, you got to grow up fast. And again, I'm seeing more red flags from Sammy, you know, say in the past week than I saw at all. Now, I know defensively he's made strides, all right? Like, he's not letting so many wild pitches get away like before and stuff like that. There's improvement there. But in terms of just attitude, carrying himself on the field. That seems to be going in the wrong direction for me. Yes, the Orioles are ahead 3-1. Folks, we're back underway. Leody Taveras will lead off, and the first pitch is just a bit outside for ball one. New pitcher on for the Nationals, Kent, a right-hander. Fastball and slider, his two main pitches. This is a fastball up to Taveras. It's 2-0. Last chance for insurance.
Come on, let's dance.
That's called a strike, and the Orioles, without a challenge left, could have used one there. That was high. But the count now 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Wow. Kevin Brown, Ryan Ripken, and me. Taveras fouls it off. It's a full count. Kent has a ERA of 5.59 at the moment. Another reliever with bad numbers in this Nationals bullpen. This 3-2 pitch is a called strike three, and that was borderline. Taveras spins around and walks with his head down to the dugout. That one might have just been outside, but we're out of challenges. Jackson Holiday, first pitch is call. Oh my God, that's not close. And now we really feel what happens when you screw around and waste your challenges. 3 challenges that would have gone our way here late in this inning, with that last one the worst of the bunch. Now 0-2 on Holiday. God, I'm a crotchety old man. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, up the first base line. That is a foul ball. By the time it got to the first baseman, it was fair. I thought. Apparently not. It's 0-2. Still. Fouled back again. Blaze Alexander would be next. Catcher setting up with a high target. The pitch. That one goes down, and Jackson chases it. A breaking ball for a strikeout. 2 away. Oh, I am extremely crotchety. Blaze has that 2-run single, which is the difference in this ball game right now. Looks at a slider low and away for ball one. This pitch over the plate but low. 2-0 on Blaze.
I do believe I'm on fire.
Speaking of on fire, I've waited late for my second lucky, but I'm ready for it. Fouled back, it's 2-1. Game 2 tomorrow night, folks. 7:05 p.m. first pitch. Stream starts quarter till 7, 6:45 on the channel here. 2-1 pitch fouled again. It's 2-2. The 2-2 off the plate low, maybe outside as well. And the count now full on Blaze. If he can get on back to the top of the order. And the payoff pitch lays off. That is ball 4. A slider, not close. We got a 2-out walk.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
There is my ashtray. Hiding over here. Folks, we got a 2-out base runner in the top of the order now. Taylor Ward. Ward struck out in the first, reached on an infield hit in the third, had a base hit in the fourth. And what's this? A ball to first base, and it caroms over to the pitcher. Ward is going to reach. What happened here? A defensive miscue on the infield by the Nationals. As Ward, with an inside-out swing, a ground ball to first base, and it caromed off the glove of the first baseman, which, by the way, is no longer Andres Chaparro. It's Luis Garcia Jr. playing first. There's been some changes on the defense that I have yet to go over. My apologies. Meanwhile, it's first and second with 2 down for Gunnar Henderson. And he's on strike 1. Gunner's 0 for 4. Come on, dude. 2 ducks on the pond. Breaking ball for strike 2. He takes it. 0-2 the count. So Curtis Mead started the game at third base. He's now at second. Chaparro moves first to third. Dylan Cruz moves from left to center. Tenna now in left field. And Garcia Jr. at first base. They both pinch hit in the previous inning. It's Jacob Young and Nasim Nunez that are out of the ballgame. Gunnar fouls it away. It's still 0-2. Folks, how about a bugle? Where's the button? Another 0-2 to Gunnar, and that's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kent up to 22 pitches in the inning. Here's the 1-2. That's fouled to the right. A curveball. Kent leans in and now straightens up from the belt. The 1-2 to Gunnar is swung on and lifted to right. That is going to be a lazy fly ball to James Wood to end the inning. Gunnar 0 for 5 tonight, and he's left guys out there. Lots of RBI chances. Empty tonight. Folks, a chance to add on, and we fail. It's going to be up to the closer to put this W in the books. We are going to the 9th inning, folks. The Orioles lead it 3-1. And I think we're going to Ryan Helsley, right? Did anybody get a look at the bullpen there? I wasn't looking right when they cut to commercial. Are they going to Helsley? I don't have an update on the board yet. Red Sox 6, Yankees 1. Thanks, Edward. It is Helsley. All right. Let's see if he's got it tonight. Ryan Helsley, folks. Time to close the door.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Folks, we have 3 outs to get. And I would like the Charm City chat to do me a favor. And that is start hitting those hearts in the chat. Keep them going. Keep them flying. And let's try to see out this win here. Try to get this homestand off to a good start. If we do win this game, we can definitely thank Trevor Rogers for another fine performance. The offense and the defense. Meanwhile, not exactly helping Rogers out tonight. But here we go anyway. It's Ryan Helsley. It's his 16th appearance. An ERA of 4.72. And that first batter he's going to face here is going to probably dictate what we're going to get out of him. Let's see what happens. Here we go. It's your beat Vivas pinch hitting. And he takes a first pitch strike. Vivas batting for Chaparro, a left-handed batter. And that first pitch from Helsley was just kissing the outside edge for strike 1. Here's a ground ball to the right side, but foul. And quickly 0-2 to Vivas. Come on.
Close the door. Close the door.
I don't have that chat up on another page. Mods, are those hearts flying or not? I hope so. I'm depending on the Charm City chat right now. 0-2 the count to the leadoff man, Vivas. The pitch, low, 1-2. That was a fastball at 100 miles an hour. Folks, we got over 150 likes. Thank you so much.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to first. Alonso's got it. He will take it to the bag. There's out number 1. 2 more outs to go, folks. 2 more. The batter, C.J. Abrams. Been held hitless tonight. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch from Helsley is a breaking ball. Hits the top of the zone. Another one of those high curveballs that just drops to the top of that zone for a strike. Folks, next pitch, swing and a miss. A splitter from Helsley. And the count 0-2. 1 out in the 9th. An 0-2 pitch coming to Abrams. That one bounces in, and Abrams, that ball's off his bat. Did he go around? He did, and it's a strikeout with a ball thrown to first base to complete the out, even though that ball got away. Folks, it wasn't a foul off the bat. That was bouncing off the chest protector, I suppose. Third base ump rang up the batter for a strikeout. Folks, we got 1 out to go. It is Dylan Cruz at the plate. First pitch is a strike, folks. 0-1, 2 down, nobody on base with a 2-run lead. The pitch. And he swung and missed at one that slid down to the dirt. 1 more strike. Baltimore fans rise to their feet. 1 more strike will get it done. The 0-2 pitch, way outside. A slider that started away and wound up farther away. 1-2. Helsley's ready. The 1-2. That one. Oh, ring him up. Blue, ring him up. Oh, no way to challenge this pitch. It broke to the bottom corner. It might have been a ball, but damn it. Just another reason to wish you had a challenge. 2-2 the count. Pitch. Tapped in front of the mound, and Gunner's going to charge it behind the mound, and he gets him out at first, and the ball game is over. The Orioles are in the win column on a little roller over the mound. Gunner charging and makes the play. This game is over. Folks, final score, Orioles 3, Nationals 1. All right. This was not an easy win to watch. Some miscues and missed opportunities along the way. For a while there, you had to sit and wonder if another fine start was going to be spoiled by a lack of clutch hitting and some shaky defense. But at the end of the day, the Nats just could not get a big hit themselves. Orioles left 11 men on base in this one, folks. 11 men left on base. They win it 3-1. Definitely need to improve in that RISP department. Runners in scoring position, clutch hitting, 2-out hitting, whatever you want to call it. It was not there tonight, but we did get a few runs on the board, and Rogers again shoves on the mound, and it's enough to get us in the win column. Folks, with that W, we're back to 5 games under 500. It's our 39th win of the season. We're going for win number 40 tomorrow, and that would put us at 40-44. We need to have a very strong homestand, folks. It goes without saying. And a strong finish until the All-Star break with 12 of 15 at home. Now make it 11 of 14 left to go after this first win of this stretch here tonight. We got this stretch off to a good start in terms of getting the win. It was not a pretty win. Here, let me play this and take it over to the other side here. Come on, folks. Yes. Just happy to win. Just happy to win. You know, this team has made a lot of mistakes, and they did it again tonight, but they won. And rather than sit here and recycle the same criticisms that, if you've been watching this channel, you've heard before, I'm just going to bask in the glow of a W. I'll give this team the night off from criticism because I already know. You already know. You saw what we did wrong. You saw where we screwed up. You see Gunner up there flailing with one, clutch opportunity missed after the next, along with a throwing error tonight. 0 for 5 with a throwing error from our superstar. Folks, let's go over this box score. And it's pretty early still, 9:45 p.m. on the East Coast on a Friday night. You guys might want to go out there and celebrate.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Maybe head on down to the nightclub near you.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Yes. Yes. So let me wrap this up here in a nice little bow. Folks, Trevor Rogers gets the win here tonight. Record now at 5-7. He went 6 1/3 innings, giving up just the one earned run. He didn't walk anybody. 7 strikeouts and 5 hits. ERA now down under 5 at 4.99. He's in the 4s, folks. He's in the 4s, and he's going in the right direction. Tyler Wells, Grant Wolfram, and Ryan Helsley went 2 2/3 innings the rest of the way of scoreless and hitless and walkless baseball. So that would be the final 8 batters retired. Wells got the final 2 outs in the 7th. Wolfram with a 1-2-3 inning and a pair of strikeouts in the 8th. Helsley with a strikeout, 1-2-3 in the 9th. Folks, the offense, meanwhile, we got our share of hits. 8 of them, only going up to hit 8 times tonight, so 1 per inning. That's not bad, but we just could not, with the exception of a 2-run hit by Blaze and a RBI double by Kobe Mayo. Those were the 2 hits that got the 3 runs on the board tonight. Taylor Ward had a 3-hit night out of the leadoff spot. Scored 1 of the 3 runs. Gunnar then went 0 for 5. Alonso 0 for 2, but he did walk a couple of times. Mayo, they had him hitting cleanup tonight against the left-handed starter, and it worked out nicely. He got a double off that starter, but more importantly, again, that double that drove in a run later. So 2 doubles on the night for Mayo, a run scored, and an RBI. O'Neill also had a double. He also walked a couple of times. By the way, Colton Cowser was in the ballgame for the final frame as a defensive replacement. With Taveras moving to right, Cowser played that 9th inning in center field. Samuel Basayo, buddy, you're back in my doghouse, man. I don't know what to tell you. There's just certain things I'm not going to tolerate from my Orioles. Okay? And you're guilty of doing one of those things, if not a couple. Now, again, this is tough love. I don't want to divorce your family until you're not. But, dude, we need to have an intervention, okay? We need to grow up, buddy. Adley Rutschman, by the way, hopefully tomorrow we'll be back. I think Sunday for sure, if not tomorrow. But honestly, after seeing Sammy tonight, I wouldn't mind seeing, and I think there's another lefty, there's another lefty starter tomorrow, Griffin on the mound. I would be sitting Sammy tomorrow, even if it had to be Sam Huff or Chadwick Tromp or whoever the hell else could catch. Sammy's in my doghouse for tomorrow's game against a lefty. Seems like a good time to sit him. If Adley's available, there's your easy replacement. Taveras went 0 for 3. Holiday 1 for 3. Blaze 1 for 3. That one hit the big 2-run single. And again, that was somewhat stained by a base-running blunder that both he and Jackson Holiday were involved in. That cost us a run tonight, but it did not cost us the ball game. And thank God for that, considering how we've lost some of these games lately. That would have been just too much. Too much to bear. Right, so game 2 tomorrow. Again, the matchup for that, it's going to be Brandon Young for the Orioles. He's been one of probably the biggest surprise of the season, and just overall one of our better players on the team this season. Getting the job done. A 6-2 record, an ERA just over 3.07. We'll have him on the mound for game 2 tomorrow. A chance to clinch a series win. He'll be facing the lefty Foster Griffin. All right, that again will be first pitch 7:05. Be here at 6:45 for the start of the stream and the pregame news and notes. And with that, folks, unless you got something on your mind, that should pretty much do it. Kramer threw 79 pitches, going 6 2/3 for Norfolk with 8 strikeouts and a walk. He's ready. He's ready. That's the line I needed to see. When's Gibson's next start? How can we finagle this? Wait, let me count. Yeah. See what they could do. It's going to be like 1 day short, isn't it? Damn it, he would have lined up for Gibson perfectly. It's 1 day off. Damn. And I'm just realizing they did push Gibson to the 5th starter of this series when... No, wait, he did pitch the finale in LA? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn. Well, either way, Kramer not far from returning, and this latest rehab start, very good numbers, you would hope, against a AAA lineup. Thanks for that update there, Phantom. Right. I'm going to see if somebody is streaming right now, and I will redirect you over there. Just taking a look at who it might be. While I do that, let me say thanks to everybody in the Charm City chat. Thanks to the mods for doing another bang-up job, as always. Okay. JJ is wrapping up in his post-game show. Was that a 2-1 Philly win? Oh, those Mets. Those awful, awful Mets. Man, they lose again. Phillies 2-1 over the Mets. Rising Rhino is on. What are you covering, my friend? Rhino is doing Canadian football. The Toronto Argonauts and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Wow. Saskatchewan Roughriders. Folks, if you're going to ride them, you may as well ride them rough. I'm just taking a peek in here to see at what stage of this stream he's in. Got to wait for the ads. All right, looks like it's somewhere around the second quarter, so plenty of football left in that one. Let me get this link up in the redirect. And yeah, thanks again for the new subscribers for joining us tonight. Thanks everybody for hitting that like button, getting us over 150. And yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching some baseball. That's what we do. We watch the Orioles. We're bird watchers. You feel me, folks? All right. Got you set up now to take you to Rising Rhino. Please give him a like and a hello from the Bird Watcher. And join me again tomorrow night. We're going to look to try to build a win streak. Okay? Once again, final score here. Orioles 3, Nationals 1. Thank you so much, folks. Until tomorrow night, this has been the Bird Watcher, and I will chirp at you later. Take care.